What's up, Spellslingers? We have made some improvements. Today we're going to take a look at a Sultai Yarok the Desecrated Command the Dreadhorde mid-range combo hybrid deck. My name is Blakeizen, and this is Throw Up Your Rock Fist. The first thing you can tell about this deck is we're running all the good stuff Explore creatures. We're running 4 Wild Growth Walker backed up by 4 Merfolk Branch Walker and 4 Jadelight Rangers. Now you guys probably know what these cards do. They've been around for a long time, but in this deck they really help us to throw more things into the graveyard. You need to be pretty liberal about what you put into the trash can. You really want to get some combo pieces in there. You don't have to, but you know, it is another part of our game plan. We don't really care too much about what we're throwing in there. We don't need to struggle about that decision. We can just kind of throw something away, try to find a land, keep going, because our top end is pretty good. But backed up down here on the low end, we're running 3 cast downs. This card is turning out to be pretty good again. All the mono blue tempo lists and that Simic Flash tempo list really get punished by this because they're really looking to play one thing on their turn and then one thing on your turn, you know, a counter spell. So if you use that cast down on their turn, it kind of eats up that difference in the mana there. It really kind of forces them to not play something on your turn. So it's been pretty viable again, and I have been seeing that list a lot, so we went up to 3 cast down, and it's been pretty useful. The next thing you need to know is that Risen Reef is the best 1/1 in Standard. This card is nuts. You probably know what it does already, but there's a good bit of synergies with it in this deck, like the Wild Growth Walker, that's an elemental, and then the Yarok the Desecrated. That is our namesake, the card we wanted to build around. And so, like, say you have 1 Risen Reef on board. You play him, he triggers. So you get to look at the top card. If it's a land, you can throw it on the battlefield. You can put that land in your hand if you want to, but most of the time you're just going to use it to ramp. If it's not a land, you pull that card in your hand. So essentially draw without actually saying draw. So just in case they have Narset on board, you're still going to get your card. If you have this guy on board and play Yarok the Desecrated, you get 2 triggers from Risen Reef. So that means you get to potentially ramp 2 lands or draw 2 cards, or 1 and 1. So pretty interesting. Yarok the Desecrated is a Death Touch lifelinker with 3/5 as his stat line, so pretty reasonable body. He also makes our Explore go off double. So we play 1 Jadelight Ranger with Yarok the Desecrated on board, and it will explore and then explore again, and then explore and then explore again. So really easy to get a really big board out of nowhere from your graveyard. Also counts for the life gain from Wild Growth Walker. So if we have Wild Growth Walker, Jadelight Ranger, he's going to gain life a lot of times. We're running some extra Ravenous Chupacabra on removal. It's just a good creature. It also doubles down with that Yarok synergy. So if we have Yarok the Desecrated down and we play a Ravenous Chupacabra, that means kill 2 things. Pretty reasonable card in this list, and I have really liked him. I think we may want to go up to a 3rd at some point, but I'm not entirely sure. I like the cast downs right now, but Tamiyo, Collector of Tales, we're running 3 of this one. I tried playing the list without it, but she's just too good for putting things into your graveyard or just giving you more card advantage. Even if something has died before, if you're playing against mono red and they killed your Wild Growth Walker, well, you can just on turn 4 go get it back. I mean, you get your Wild Growth Walker back. Turn 5, you can Wild Growth Walker and then like Jadelight. So it turns out to be a really good play. Her main ability, I've been running into some sacrifice decks. I'm still seeing some Thought Erasures here and there. And this card just says, those things are not going to happen to you. So pretty good card all around. Really like her in this list. She comes out in some matchups, but in the game 1, she stands her ground. It really just depends. It is a matchup thing. We're playing a good bit of 5-costed things. We already looked at Yarok. He has a good bit of synergy with the rest of the deck for sure. We're playing 1 Cavalier of Thorns. I may go up to some more of this guy, moving out Biogenic Ooze, but Biogenic Ooze has been a workhorse as well. But if I had to say, I'd move the Ooze over into the Cavalier of Thorns, but I don't have 3 Cavalier of Thorns yet. But I do think this is a good card. It has reach, which is pretty relevant against these flyers that are everywhere, and he ramps you and then also lets you get something back from your graveyard. So pretty solid dude all around. 5/6 reach for 5 is not bad. Biogenic Ooze, this guy just makes a pretty massive board. I wanted to run some of this guy alongside Yarok because if you get, Yarok and Ooze back with Command the Dreadhorde, then you get Ooze, Ooze token. So that's a pretty powerful board. And of course, we're playing Nissa, who wins the game. This card is just really impossible for some decks to stop, and it just helps with our multiple angle of attack game plan we've got going on. We are definitely a mid-range deck, and we have a good bit of threats that the opponent has to deal with. So one more interaction with Yarok the Desecrated I wanted to go over is the temples that come out, the Scrylands. This is pretty relevant. You can really power through, cycling through to find what you need, because playing Yarok the Desecrated, he says permanent you control, not creature, permanent. This is a permanent. This is a land. So when you play this land after Yarok, you get Scry, and then you get Scry. So very, very, very valuable. Now in the sideboard, I pulled in an absolute ton of hate versus those mono blue lists, because we have a trouble, with those tempo lists. So Shifting Ceratops is a good hedge against those decks. Can't be countered. Protection from blue, big deal. Sometimes you're going to just play this dude on turn 4, swing 4 times, and win the game, and it's going to happen. Ripjaw Raptors are just there for the the aggro matchups where you're trying to control the board a little bit better. He's a 4/5 for 4, and he draws you cards, so he's a pretty big deal. They don't want to waste attacks into him. Very, very solid dude all around. Thrashing Bronodon comes in when you expect, they're going to bring in some kind of graveyard hate, as long as it's not Ashiok. You have to actually kill that with one of your creatures. But Thrashing Bronodon can blow up Experimental Frenzy. It can blow up Immortal Sun. It can blow up Grafdigger's Cage. So pretty solid card. It's a 3/4 body. Sometimes we want that blocker. Helps our matchups a little bit. The Fine Finalities here just tends to be a little helpful in the mirror match. They don't see it coming a lot of the times, and sometimes you just want that board clear just in case. And the Fine can become other card advantage. And we're also running 2 Disdainful Stroke and 2 Negates just for the occasional Planeswalker we're running into. Haven't been seeing a lot of this stuff, but there are some combo decks running out there that we really want to be able to counter what they're doing. So so this was the deck list. I've been having a blast with it. We've been tuning it for about a week. I've tried a lot of different variants. I've seen some different variants of this deck, but I've got some gameplays lined up for you guys. But if you enjoyed the deck tech or the video, or even liking the new setup, show your boy some love and leave a sub. But with that, we're going on to the video. Who was the best card sleeve? Talked about the decks and stuff. What a good hand! Not. Alright, this is a lot better though. 2 and a 3. He was running a similar list when I dropped by his stream earlier today, so I think we get rid of the cemetery, one of the cemeteries, and we play our mastery first. Oh shit, this dude went to the Mythic Invitational. He's all the way down here in Gold 3. He has not started his climb yet. You see his sleeves? You see this? It means he went. It's okay. It's not the first time we've seen it. I'm gonna leave that there. We have our double black. And we could get some value out of that card. So. We need to bend that because we're missing 2 lands out of what we need. Oh my god, is this that super aggro deck with if I've seen some clips of this thing, and this deck looks ridiculous. Knight of the Ebon Legion and Growth Chamber Guardian also running stuff like Galta. Pretty good little beatdown deck from what I can tell. There's no way he blocks with that. Oh, there's a way he blocks with that. That's okay. I mean, we're playing a Dreadhorde deck, so we do want stuff in our graveyard. Let's see, we got our ramp, so we can cast a 5, one of our mini 5s in the deck next turn. which that's one of them. So we're gonna let him swing for 7. I mean, he probably does. But we get, if he swings for 7, plays a creature, we get double Chupacabra, which I think is gonna be pretty valuable. And we can also, obviously, we get the Risen Reef synergy. We can also block with it, let it die, and get Yarok and Chupacabra back for, you know, pay a lot of life, but we get the effect we're looking for. Don't need any more lands. Thank you, game. It's enough. It plenty. I don't know if it's a Dino deck. This is just like a green black stompy. It's like just a beatdown deck. Assassin's Trophy. Okay. We're gonna go get a basic. What kind of basic do we need? Forest. Yeah, we're playing a 3-color deck, but we are not ever gonna run a deck without basics. I mean, so this is not a trampler, by the way. We could just block all 7 of this with our Risen Reef. Yeah, why not? We don't want to get pressured too hard. We want to get some filtering going on here. Champion. I mean, we'll trade Yarok for that still, I think. Steel Leaf, rather. I wonder if they run any pump spells. Okay, so it's going up to he's buffing it. Or is he going to use it to fight? I mean, fight. That's Death Touch still, so... Oh, no. It's okay, so that's a bite. Okay. Yikes. That's better than Domri. I mean, that's why it costs 1 more, though, so... Too bad we don't have a Walker. So we're at 16. Need to remember that. We're down to 11. Down to 8. And these are important. And then we could play Ooze. That puts us as 3. We may as well go for it because we haven't seen the Wild Growth Walker. Okay. It's an elemental. Let's cast down. Reveal it. I'm not sure if he would have blocked that if we hadn't played Command the Dreadhorde first, but possible. What is that thing? Hexproof until end of turn. Okay. You want me to try to queue into you, and we can do the old combo. Go find Growth Chamber.
How you've grown.
I mean, this is going to be hard for him to come back from because we've got double Jade Light in the hand. He doesn't know it yet, but I mean, we can make a bunch of Ooze tokens. I mean, I'm going to... Yeah, okay. Alright, so that was a good one. Command the Dreadhorde doing exactly what we wanted it to do. We're not going to need that. It's slow. He's not running blue. We didn't see any enchantments. This right here, this is probably good. Negate might be good. Finality might be good. We saw a lot of little guys, so we can go for the finality if we want to. But really, the only thing that happened, I mean, he's going to bring in removal because the only thing that happened was Risen Reef took over the game, and we played a really risky Dreadhorde and got a huge payoff for it. So I mean, really risky. He needed like direct damage or something for it to be like very risky. But anyways, so we want all three of those Yaroks were relevant because the Death Touch and Lifelink. Nissa may not be too good because he's got some really fat dudes. Ooze paid off. Kinda. I mean, we might have been okay without Ooze, so. I'm gonna cut a Nissa for both dinos. So right here's a good blocker because we know he's playing Knight of the Ebon Legion and what have you. If we'll decide if we need more blockers, we'll go to the Thrashing Bronodon. Do it that way. We've got 2 rounds to figure it out, kinda. We got 1 round really. We're gonna be on the draw. We have Wild Growth Walker, but nothing else. But we do have the Ribjaw Raptor we were worried about. No black sources, no scry. It's kind of a bad hand. I'd rather see black sources. I'd rather see. He mulligans. Oh, look at there. Asking you shall receive. We could keep that. That's our second black source, but we need to find other cards before we need that second black, so I think we put it at the bottom. It's going to be a long time before we need it. So Regisar. We're going to wait till he pitches his card. We're just going to... Oh, shit. We need to actually... Cast down. Big time card advantage. I'm probably just gonna play Jade Light. Oh, we can. There's so many things we can do, but I think Jade Light's the better play right here. Hopefully, we can get it up to. Oh, we'll never trade for that thing. Never mind. Oh boy, that's a weak Jade Light. All right, so we could run like if we run into this deck a lot, we'll run Ritual of Soot. It'll blow up all that stuff. I mean, he's swinging with this. It'll trade with the Raptor. It's fine. We have to shock it in. We may as well. We don't want to take a whole. We don't want to take just a boatload. Don't post it in the Twitch chat because it won't copy paste right. I said do that. Don't do that. I'm sorry. I told you wrong. Yeah. Let me turn the old deck master on. So if he pumps that, whatever. We're not gonna let him get that thing growing. But yeah, deck master's been breaking for me a lot, so I'm not sure what the issue is. Okay, so we got Reef and Elemental, so we can get a lot of stuff going on right here. His hand's not very good. And we're just going to try to take over the game with some fat Wild Growth Walkers. Okay, that's really good. Is Deckmaster up now? It looks like it is. Yeah. Alright, where'd you post it? I'm going to copy and paste. I hear him swinging at me. I mean, he buffs this. We really need to block that one. Do we want to give up Wild Growth Walker? I mean, we don't really need to block that. Can, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit, we don't have the other black source. Which is probably okay. I think it's more relevant to just get the extra 3 life than it is to lose the. Like if we give up this, we don't have the other 3 life that we'd get right here from Wild Growth Walker into Branch Walker. Walker. Texas Ranger. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so we can do. Let's see what we get first, because we're going to play this. We would have liked to have seen that forever ago. I think we just gain the life, get the counters. I don't want to see that. Still don't really have good blocks. This card is nuts. It goes up to a 5/6. A 5/6. So I would have to block with multiple things. He can buff both of them also, because he has 5/6 available. He can buff both. So. Nah, 2's. You got to run 2 of that card, man. So if he hits us for 10, if we don't block, which, I mean, we may as well give up the Branch Walker, right? Do we care about the Yarok? The triggers on Yarok? I think we do. I think that's how we want to do it. Yeah, he's going to buff both of them. He has 6. I mean, he could have swung with the Thorn Lieutenant. Had an even better attack if he wanted to give up one of his Ebon Legions. So we'll block with a Risen Reef here. And if he swings with Thorn Lieutenant, we'll block with one of the Walkers. Don't need that shit at all. Put that on Scry. We don't need the other Walker. We want gain life. And we still have another Temple to play. Yeah, there's nothing we can do for 2, so Scry. Nope. There was a big land pocket right there, so that's cool. Dreadhorde. We're at how many? We're at 9. We're at 9, and if we don't take any damage, we can cast 5. So we can go down to 4, or we can lose 3 life right here, and get both of those back and gain a bunch. So I think we keep that there. Seems like it may be important. So we'll block with whatever we have to. We're gonna give up our Yarok right here, but it has Death Touch, which is pretty good. We're not gonna block with our Yarok right here. But oh shit. No, we're declining. Oh shit. I'm not a good Magic player. I forgot. We should have declined the first time, and after I clicked the button, I decided, oh, now's the time. Now's the time to decline. So it's gonna hit us for 6. Unlucky. We should not have taken the shuffle. That's our misplay. The Ebon Legions buff +1/+1 every time the opponent loses 4 or more life. This is a big play still. But we misplayed pretty hard, so. Gain a lot of life. But Chupacabra. Kill 1. He needed both, so we got him. Opponent goes first. Unlucky rubber ducky. It's okay. It's a mulligan. He also mulligan, so it's a little better. It's a lot better. Then we put that on the bottom. You don't need him. It's the perfect card to see on the bottom. Why did it draw my card so fast? Shock ourselves for 2, but we get the scry. I don't think we want to see a 5th land yet. Not yet. Okay. We had the blue. That's pretty cool. Is it a mirror match again? Oh, it's this thing. All right. He shouldn't have 2 instant speed spells. He's only got the green. So I mean, we don't. If we play something, that thing gets bigger for sure. He probably has it anyways. Man, what a card. Okay. So he's just got like an opt. Okay. Ah. Another one. Another one. This is a very popular list down here. In the old gold. I think I'm not gonna block, bro. I'm playing Dreadhorde. I mean, just throw these chupacabras at it. We made the right play. The reasoning there was we got 5 next turn, so we can, you know, do 2 different things, and like he probably has that wolf, right? And I'm gonna hold my stuff back this turn. I mean, we could get a better board down than Reef because we have a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, we can't really do that without Walker. Wow. Okay. Counter. He's very happy about those. So we're looking to find that Dreadhorde. Tamio works. Get the Dreadhorde back. Ooh, that's a good one. Keeping up the pressure here. So you're going to have the 3rd Frilled Mystic. So now we know we can attack. That's the reason we're casting those. Main phase. I want to know that I can swing without 4-cost Wolf Lord whatever coming down. It's a good top deck. Ha. Wait, I said pass. What the hell? We didn't mean to pass. Misplay. Alright, we're going to see if he has... So he casts a spell, he doesn't get the token. Chupacabra. So if we go... We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 2 left back. Doesn't work. Maybe we need more Chupacabra in the side. Seems pretty decent. Just in case it's like a spell pierce. So he blocks here, takes 3. I suppose. Is it? That's good, man. It took a little bit of finagling. Fun enough, this was paper. So now this ooze could be good, but better would be Ceratops. What else would be good? Bronodon doesn't matter. Negate for the negates. Yeah, some kind of paper. No, it's not wallpaper. It was folded up. It's I don't know how to explain it, but we went to iron it, and we did a quick test on a very low setting on the corner, and it immediately melted. Could be something different, but yeah, I understand that feel. I mean, you could probably just play Krasis, you know, if you wanted to do it that way. I don't even know if you are playing Krasis, actually. Yarok's weak. We want to hit a creature. Chupacabra, cast down good. I mean, if we're getting countered literally every turn, if we get all the shit out of his hand, Command the Dreadhorde is fine. Nissa good. Tamio seems kind of bad. Jace is never going to happen right here. So we can go up. We can go up 2 Ooze or 2 Raptors. And I think maybe the Raptors. So can't jump block or. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. This is a weird deck. I got you, man. It's too slow. Can't play this against that deck. Ooh. Take it. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Got to return 1. What are we getting rid of? Fucking Nissa, it looks like. Watergrave, Hinterland Harbor. Oh, I thought that was a. We should have played the Template Mastery. Should have paid more attention to what we drew before we committed to playing a card. Thought that was a Branch Walker. It's okay. He's got the Cutthroat or whatever. I mean, Seems okay. Doesn't really matter what happens this turn. He's going to counter it, so whichever one. I mean, we really don't care about Jade Light or Risen Reef getting countered because we're going to follow it up with Ceratops. So the most useful one for not getting countered is Risen Reef. So we expected it. And just play white, blue, green, or I'm sorry, white, blue, black. No. Green, black, white. And just play Teferi. 4-color. Can't be countered. Can give this reach starting next turn, but I'm just gonna swing. What's up, Lemon? What's up, man? Yeah, I can. Oh, we about screwed the pooch on that one. So we're gonna use this because we want to sit on this Chupacabra. The competition? Oh, the metagame thing? Your deck's fine. It just is slightly different. If I was going to work on something, work on the lands. Why do you not swing? Bro, I'm going for it too. Wolf. Oh, okay. I mean, the Galta is a big surprise coming out of that deck, and it's not something somebody's expecting, and it's actually a pretty good play. Some of the other stuff is more about controlling the board, but you don't have to control the board if you just nuke your opponent with a 12/12. So, as unfair as that deck is, tell me how he's going to deal with this card right here. I mean, he's looking for the wolf, right? But if he plays the wolf, I'm going to Chupacabra. But I mean, mine's not instant speed, so he can play the wolf right here, get an extra token. That would kind of suck, I guess. We did it. We beat this stupid deck.